How you doing, world? It's your boy JJ with Global Melon, and I got some good videos for you guys today. I got some real good videos for you guys today. But before we hop into the videos, how everybody doing? I hope everybody having a blessed day. And if you into making passive income, please check out the link in the bio, Global Expert AI Hub Live. The link is in the bio. Please check it out. And also check out my portfolio, TechGala.me. It's in the bio. If you need to get any type of app, software, website, anything built, you want to do a consultation with me, please check out the link in my bio. Now let's get into the videos. For my first video, we got a black girl who's saying, I'm so tired of black people saying that they was in slavery. Stop saying that we was in slavery. Stop saying that we had a hard time. Ooh, watch this video.
Okay, girl, listen. If we're having a conversation about slavery or racism and you start talking about slavery, like chattel slavery, as though you were there, and you start saying stuff like they enslaved me, they own me, they beat me, they raped me, they this me, and you're like actually referring to like the slaves, cut the cameras. I'm done. Because you weren't there. You weren't there. You're literally 30. You weren't there, Buki. What is wrong? You weren't there. You weren't there. Why these white people so racist? They owned us. They did us. They weren't there either. What is wrong with y'all? I know what's wrong with you. You heard about it so much. It became one of those stories. You know when your best friend tells you a story so much, it's so funny. You feel like you were there, or your parents will tell you a story so much, you feel like you were there. Right? You weren't there. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you were never a slave. You were never bought and sold, baby. The only thing that you're a slave to is that demonic victim mindset and the lies of the enemy. That's what you're a slave to. You're a slave to sin. Okay? That's the only stuff you've been enslaved to. Sin, the victim mindset, and the lies of the devil, baby. You were never in chattel slavery because you were quite literally 30 years old. You're quite literally 25 years old. Baby, you're quite literally in real life 60 years old. You weren't there. Let me free you from the lies of the enemy. Baby, you were not there. The white folks around you were not there. It's so weird for you to be saying me and we and us. I was never there. Baby, I was never. My ancestry is Jesus Christ of Nazareth. My ancestry is heavenly. I was not there at all. But them people did not beat you, rape you, enslave you. Because you weren't there. Okay, the minute I hear you say, they this you, they that you, and talking about the slave ships like you were on them thing, girl, boo. I'm gonna piss you off with this conversation. I want you to stop for your sake, not mine, because I'm gonna piss you off. Because you weren't there. You were not there. You're making $30 an hour right now, Buki. You literally weren't there. You're 30 years old. You literally weren't there. If you were a better steward, you'd be making even more money. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. But I can guarantee you, when it comes to that, baby, you weren't there. And the white folks around you right now, they don't dislike you because you're black. They dislike you because you're trifling. They dislike you because you're rude and you're sorry. Somebody had to tell you the truth. Bye.
How you guys feel about that video? Was she right or she wrong? Do she sound educated? Do she don't sound educated? Did that make you mad? Does she have a right to voice her opinion? How do you guys feel about that? Comment below. I know we're going to have people saying she was right. I know we're going to have people saying she was wrong. Or everybody might say she was wrong. You never know what you think. Comment below. Now, my next video is about a Jamaican woman who says, we are not black. Jamaicans are not black. Don't call us black. We not black. We Jamaican. Watch this video.
Like, I don't care if I'm the first person to say this, but us Jamaicans, we are not black. There is a difference between being from the Caribbean and actually being black. Let me ask you a question. Are Bajans and Trinidadians black? No, they aren't. In addition to that, Our history, our culture are so much different compared to these other countries that are actually black. So Richie, if you're not black, then what are you? I am Jamaican. Let me ask you a question. If you were to see a very dark Indian man, would you consider that person a black person or just an Indian person?
How you guys feel about that video? Was she right or was she wrong? How do Jamaicans feel? If any Jamaicans is watching this video, comment below. How do y'all feel? Do y'all feel like y'all black or y'all feel like y'all Jamaican? How do y'all feel? Let's hear in the comments. Drop it below. Now, my next video is about a black man who says he's tired of people trying to be a part of black culture. Remember, we were just talking about this in the previous video, how Americans feel like they're the only black people, right? But then you have people like the Jamaican lady before the video where she said, "Don't call us black." So the whole black thing is confusing. Do you feel like he's right for saying that he's tired of people that's trying to be a part of the black culture? What do you mean the black culture? Do you mean the black American culture, the American culture? Let's see. Watch the video.
I hate that everybody wants to be a part of black American culture. Now everybody trying to say they were a part of the rap movement. No, the fuck y'all was not. No, the fuck y'all was not. Y'all are weird and sick and obsessed with us, bro. Like, I feel like black Americans need to separate from everybody. I'm sorry to say it like this. I have love for everybody, but as a black American, we need to get the fuck from everybody. It's like every day, black American this, black American that. Y'all are dick riders, bro. It makes no sense. Let me tell y'all something, because if y'all could have did what we did, y'all would have already done it. The reason why nobody has done what we did is because can't nobody do it. It's starting to give jealousy like, oh, they were slaves but still came out on top. Like, that's what it's giving. Like, it's like people cannot fathom that we had the most tragic slave trade and still came out on top. I think that really fucks with people's like mental, like, how could they be slaves and still do better than us? That's what it's giving. Because it's just, I don't understand the obsession. Everybody wants to be a part of everything that we do. Like, leave us alone.
How do you guys feel about that video? Was he right or was he wrong? Do black people have a right to embrace black people culture since we're all black, right? We could say we're all black. Do black people have the right to say that people's trying to be like black Americans? Or is it fair to say that everybody can embrace everybody culture, that everybody take everything from everybody culture, right? So do we have a right to culture shock or do we don't have a right to culture shock? Let me know, comment below. Now my next video is from a mixed woman from the Caribbean. And she's saying, why do black Americans always want somebody else to know they black? So I guess because she's mixed. I guess somebody's told her, like, what are you mixed with? She could have said white and black, Italian and black, whatever she's mixed with. And they could have said, well, you know you're black too, or whatever the case may be, because she's mixed. But she want to know, why do black Americans always want other people from other countries to know that they're black? Watch this video.
You see, and this is a problem with African American people. Like, why do you guys want us to make sure that people from the Caribbean knows that they're black too? Jamaicans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Cuban, all the people from the Caribbean, like, why do you guys try so hard to let us know that we are part of the community too? Are you getting something out of it? Does that make you feel better? Knowing that you're not alone in whatever situation that is. And I also don't understand, like, what's the problem with being black? I don't get it. Like, what's the matter with it? Okay, you're black. Oh, okay, I'm black. Am I supposed to feel bad about that? I'm confused. Like, is that a crime? I'm genuinely confused. And if you are the type of person who feels bad when somebody calls you black, you're wrong, baby girl, baby boy. You're so wrong. Because there is nothing wrong with being black. And if you are the type of person who calls other people black to make them feel bad, you're even more wrong. Anyways, at the end of the day, I feel like however people feel about themselves shouldn't be anybody's business. If they want to feel they're black, white, Caribbean, a dog, if you want to feel that you are a unicorn, a cat, Feel however you want. That shouldn't be anybody's business. At the end of the day, black is just a skin color. Or maybe I'm just being ignorant. Because to be honest, I've never experienced like any discrimination or racist situation. I've never been in a racist situation. But that conversation with my customer was the closest one, and I didn't even see it like as a bad thing. I was like, I genuinely feel bad for him, because I was like, oh wow, he doesn't feel good with what he is, and he wants to make sure that I don't feel good with what I am either. But yeah, maybe it's just the way that my parents raised me, that I don't see this as a crime or something bad.
How do you guys feel about that video? Was she right or was she wrong? Comment below. The videos is getting spicy. They heating up. My next video is from another Black Caribbean girl who says it's xenophobic how Black Americans think that if you're not from America, that you're not black. We was just talking about this. Watch your video.
It is xenophobic to sit here and tell a black person that's not Black American that they're not black. That's very xenophobic. Like, and it's crazy how I have to keep explaining this to people in the comments of those 2 videos, but no, we did not start jacking black because it became a trend, guys. You gotta understand, when immigrants from those countries come here, they're told that black here means you're Black American. In their country, they do not see color. You gotta understand, in those countries, I cannot speak for Afro-Latinos countries. I can't speak for the Black Panamanians. The Black Panamanians know they was always black. In the Caribbean countries, those countries are literally majority black. They are not minorities in their country. So you sitting here telling them in their face, you're not black, when you can obviously see that they are, and they know that they are racially, but ethnically that they are wherever they're from, is xenophobic as fuck. And the fact that I have to even sit here and explain this and y'all not seeing it as being disrespectful is crazy to me. Like, come on now. Like, stop with the hate shit. Stop with the violence shit. Like, at the end of the day, we all fucking black. Like, yeah, we from different backgrounds, you know, but at the end of the day, we're all black. Stop with the bullshit. Like, once we understand each other, this whole war would end, because it's just stupid. It's really stupid.
How do you guys feel about that video? Was she right or was she wrong? Comment below. Now, my next video is about a black woman who says, I'm not quick to say I'm black. Yeah, my skin color is black, but I'm Jamaican. She said, matter of fact, I'm Canadian. She said, so if somebody asks me where I'm from, I'm going to say I'm Jamaican Canadian. Now, if I'm in the United States, by their standards, I'm black. But because my skin is black, I'm not quick to say I'm black. Let's watch this video.
Okay. I'm not black, I'm Jamaican. Like, scratch that. I'm not black, I'm Canadian. What kind of Canadian are you? I'm Jamaican. Is my skin close to black? Sure. For the sake of the people that live in the United States, I'm black. However, I'm not first to say I'm black. I'm quick to say I'm Jamaican. I'm not going to say I'm black. You can physically see what the fuck I am. Why am I going to tell you what color my skin is? That's literally irrelevant. So if someone's telling you they're not black, don't get offended. Get educated. People who say they're black don't have an identity. That's why they say they're black. And the people we are referring to are the ones that were in slavery in the United States that got pulled from all these black colored countries and mixed up. So now they don't know where the fuck they're from, so they just say black. So if an Afro-Latina wants to say she's not black, she damn well is not black. The fuck, she knows where the fuck she's from. She's African and Latina. The fuck it to know she's black for? You see her skin is not black. Why does it matter? Like, please, fix it. Fix the education system.
How you guys feel about that video? Was she right or was she wrong? Comment below. And do you think that black people in America do have a serious identity crisis? And do you think the only reason why they call themselves, or why we call ourselves Black Americans, is because we don't know where we're from or we don't know where we come from? Do you think that if you knew that you came from, let's say for instance, Nigeria, would you call yourself a Nigerian American or would you still call yourself a Black American? Comment below. Now, my next video is about a woman from Africa currently living in the States, and she said she tired of her people in Africa calling her, asking her for money. She don't care if they dying. She don't care if they need anything bad. She tired of them asking her for money. Watch this video.
This year, I don't give a damn if you're dying, you didn't pay your school fees. I don't give a shit. I don't want nobody from Africa calling me and telling me about their problems. I don't give a fuck. I got my own problems too. You people lie so much. Sometimes somebody will call you and say they have been in the hospital for about 2 months. You've been in the hospital for 2 months and you ain't dead. And they'll be like, oh, I can't pay my school fees. Are you getting your education from me? Like, make it make sense. Let's be honest with ourselves here. I really can't stand a lot of y'all back home. Y'all piss me off because y'all be lying too much. What if I call you and say, hey, I'm dying, no, send me this? Like, you guys are draining. And some of them, when they start to call you, when they call you pass on the get and pass you answer that phone day. Hey, no, the thing is irritating, I swear.
How do you guys feel about that video? Is she right or is she wrong? And that can kind of be controversial because I know people in Africa, right? And I gave you an example of my previous video if you watched it, who work hard, who's educated, who went to school for 4 to 5 years to do what they want to be, to get their bachelor's or to graduate to be a teacher. They became a teacher, right? Working 8 hours a day, only making 150 USD a month. I know that person's not lazy. They're very educated. They're very smart. But it's the way the economy is. So is it they fault the way that the economy is? So if you somebody who's privileged, who's in America, and you making 150 a day, right? And somebody's making that same amount of money a month, and they asking you for money. Do you have a right to be angry? Do you have a right to feel like that they're lazy, that they're not doing their job? Is it they fault that they're out there getting 150 a month and you out here getting 150 a day? Do you say, well, it's not your fault that you out there, it's your fault. You need to come out here like I came out here. Is it that easy? How do you guys feel about that? Do you feel like she was wrong for what she said and she could have worded it a different way? Or do you feel like she was right? Let me know, comment below. Now, my next video is about an African woman who's saying she's tired of Africans talking about black people. Watch this video.
Yes, you guys don't like black Americans at all. You guys just say bad things about them. They're criminals. They're from slavery. They are not from Africa. They don't know their home. Oh, you know, it's so sad. All the time, you look at a black man and you tell them that, oh, you are from America. You are not African. You are not from Africa. You are lost. You are from slavery. I'm not a slave. You are a slave. Shame on you. Shame on you to even open your mouth. Do you know how painful that is? Whether they look like you or they don't look like you, they are your people. And you say to their face that you are not one of me. You are a slave. Wow. Do you know the pain that our ancestors went through? Just because you were not colonized does not mean you should open your mouth to call somebody a slave.
How do you guys feel about that video? Was she right or was she wrong? Do you guys think that she's been to America? So do you feel like she have a right to speak on it if she's been to America or not? Or do you feel like in today's world, you can see everything on social media and the people who's choosing to still think that black people is like that is ignorant. Just like the black people who still choosing to think that Africa is the way that America portrayed it to be. They're ignorant, right? So, do you think that she has a right to speak on that? Do you think that she's right or she's wrong? Comment below. Now, my next video is from an African woman who says ever since she's moved to America, she's never went through prejudice. She never went through no disrespectful black people. She said, matter of fact, black people embraced her. She said she loved black people. She said black people treated her more better than the people in her own country. Watch this video.
As an African woman living in the United States, I have never experienced prejudice from Black Americans or African Americans, however you call yourself. Never.
I came to this country and I was embraced and welcomed by them. They love me. I love them back. Like, I found my people for real. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I found my people because they're really open-minded compared to Africans. And I've always been a very open-minded person, like very, very open-minded person. And I just felt like I didn't fit there. I didn't fit with y'all Africans. I love us though. I love us so much. Like, I love my roots. I love where I come from. But I can just with y'all to a certain extent because certain conversations I can't have with y'all because y'all too prejudiced about things. You know what I mean? Y'all not open-minded enough for me, at least. But y'all come here in the United States with preconceived notions already. All y'all have to say about black people in America is they're ghetto, they're this, they're that. Yeah, they might be a little ghetto, just like y'all a little ghetto over there too. Y'all need to stop acting like there's no ghetto people over there. There are ghetto people in Africa. There are ghetto people, African ghetto people in Europe as well. I come from Europe. I was born and raised in Europe. There are ghetto people all around the world.
How do you guys feel about that video? Was she right or was she wrong? Do you feel like she threw her people under the bus? Or do you feel like her story was fair and she had a right to say how she feel? Let me know, comment below. Now my next video is about a black girl who said she can't understand why white racist people is not mad when they getting called garlic. I forgot what she said. Watch the video.
Like the other day, I saw somebody call white people garlic goblins. It's funny. Like, I laughed. You know who else laughed? White people. White people was laughing as well. And they shouldn't. If you call white people a slur, they shouldn't be laughing. They should be hurt. They should be crying and throwing up. Like, no white person is crying and throwing up over garlic goblin, ranch raccoon, mayo monkey, snow rope. They are not crying and throwing up, throwing a tantrum. Maybe the mayonnaise stuff, but that's like the snowflake white people. I'm talking about like racist, like KKK. They are not crying over you calling them a garlic goblin, ranch monkey. Like, they are.
How do you guys feel about that video? Was she right or was she wrong? Do you feel like the whole racism thing is overrated? Do you feel like you got a lot of good white people out here, just like you got a lot of bad white people? You got a lot of good black people, like you got a lot of bad black people. So do you feel like the whole racism thing shouldn't be spreaded like that? Even if you run across somebody who is racist, do you feel like it's a little over the top to wonder why they're not mad? Do you feel like it should get to you, or do you feel like it should get to you? Ranch Monkey was funny. That had me rolling. I ain't never heard of Ranch Monkey. The name she was saying was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. It was funny. I'm not racist. I love everybody, but that was funny, and you can't lie. Comment below what you think. Was she right or was she wrong? Do you feel like the white people should be irritated too? Or do you feel like it don't matter? Comment below. Now my take on today's videos is this. It's not gonna ever be correct. Like, you're gonna have black people in America who are gonna be mad that other people's saying they black. You're gonna have black people in America that's mad that other people is not saying they black. You're gonna have people that's in Jamaica that consider themselves black. You're gonna have people in Jamaica that consider themselves Jamaican, right? The only reason that's gonna change and the only way that's gonna change is if we all come together. Is if we all come together and we just all embrace each other and stop saying this person's taking my culture or this person's taking my culture, and we all just embrace each other as black people. Because believe it or not, a lot of stuff that we do in America was already in Africa and that came from Africa. And I'm gonna give you a perfect example. It was a female I knew that was in Africa, and her phone dropped in water. And I told her, like, damn, what you gonna do? She said, well, I put my phone in a bag of rice. It blew my mind because if you know, you know. If you in America, you know, if your phone drop in water, you put the phone in a bag of rice and it comes back. Somehow, whatever the rice do, the phone come back working in a couple of hours or a couple of days, but the phone come back working. But it blew my mind because it's like, I thought that was an American thing. Obviously, it was an African thing. They've been doing it. They've been doing it for generations. So you'll be surprised a lot of things that you think that we're the first to do. They've been doing it in Africa. We come from Africa. Like I told you, you can't get a DNA test that says you're black. It's going to say what African tribe you from. With that being said, just embrace each other. Black is beautiful. And it's good to see that even the mixed black people is embracing blackness. Because, you know, in America, we got the 1% black rule. If you mix, you could be majority light skinned and you got a little hint of black in you, you're black in America, period, point blank. So it's good to see other people embracing that rule. Because if you mix with black and Mexican, you can just say I'm mixed. Right? She's not just saying, they're not just saying I'm Mexican, they're saying I'm black. So be proud of the people who's embracing the black movement. They have a right to embrace the blackness. Blackness is beautiful. We're all melanin. We all should just get together, embrace each other, learn off each other's culture. It's fun, right? Everybody loves learning new things, going new places. So you're not gonna want to go to, I'm not gonna want to go to Brazilian and they just got an American culture in Brazil. That's going to be boring. When I go to Brazil, I want to see a Brazilian culture. I want to see an Afro-Brazilian culture. I might go to Brazil. I might like the culture. I might come back to America and embrace it. It's nothing wrong with that. I'm JJ with Global Melanin. Yeah, have a good day.
Guys, I'm so scared for this generation. I can't lie to any of you guys. I'm so scared. I'm scared. Because what do you mean our pastors are now in the club? Our pastors are now in the club. Not even with Simple Pink Whitney. In the club with Azul. Oh, we've reached that point. We are cooked. We're cooked. Like, I know this generation is unserious, but like, bro, like this it gets to a point now. Like, what do you mean with in the something's just not right, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on, but like who's gonna be the adults, bro? We all want to be in the club, so who's really gonna be the adults? Like, somebody let me know.